With us, we're into the second hour of the agenda. My name is Desiree Chauke. The assembly at the Ramotshere Secondary School in Dinokana near Zeerust in the northwest was disrupted this morning. Learners and teachers struggled to contain their emotions. This follows yesterday's stabbing to death of a 24-year-old teacher at the school, allegedly by a 17-year-old learner. Gadimang Mokolobate was attacked in class while supervising an examination. A somber mood, learners collapsing, overcome by shock. The Northwest Education MEC, Sello Lehari, is expected to visit the school later today. Social workers will also be on hand to provide counseling. The motive of the killing of the teacher by a learner at the school is still unclear. Gadimang Mokolobate was rushed to a local clinic but was declared dead on arrival. The police have confirmed that the 17-year-old learner will appear in the Lihurutsi Magistrates Court on Monday. According to the statement, the grade 10 learner entered the classroom, approached the teacher and without saying a word, allegedly stabbed him once in the chest. The police were summoned to the school and arrested the suspect on the school premises. The suspect is currently in detention after being assessed by social workers in line with the Child Justice Act. Now, to give us the latest update on this story, we're joined on the line by SABC News reporter Bafedile Moerane in Mafikeng. Bafedile, we spoke to you earlier on. You told us that counsellors were already at the school. We were looking at footage of the distraught students earlier on at assembly. Give us a sense of what's happening this morning.
Desiree, as I've indicated to you earlier, that it is not a good morning, it is not a good day at all. The situation remains the same. It is just a somber mood that is prevailing. Right now, the counseling session, it is continuing, led by the supporting system from the Office of the Premier to come and try to talk to the learners and also the teachers. The Education NEC, that is Sello Lehari, is also here to hear the story, basically what happened. When I got a call from you right now, just stormed out of a meeting whereby the preschool principal is there explaining exactly what happened to all the stakeholders that are here, including the NEC. Those stakeholders including SATU in the province, COSATU, SANCO, amongst others, and various political party leaders in the province. So what basically the principal tried to explain, I will try my level best to be short, to explain what happened there. He's saying that this suspect, the grade 10 learner, was not at school initially from the start of the day yesterday, but he was wearing a school uniform when he came to the school with that knife, and he stepped into the class during the invigilation, during the examination time, and he went straight to the teacher and stabbed him, and that left them in shock. They don't know exactly why. What is the reason behind this?
Bafedile, has the family of the learner come forward to say something?
I haven't seen them, but my understanding is that they were here. Even today they are here, but I haven't spoke to them as we are still waiting for the meeting between all the stakeholders to be done so that we can engage various people, everybody who is here.
When we were talking about stakeholders, you mentioned officials from the Department of Education and the councillors. We also hear that Contralesa is part of the process. Are they there?
Yes, everybody is here. As I indicated to you, it is Contralesa, a representative from the Department of Education in the national office, who have indicated that they had several meetings in Rustenburg, but they were forced to cancel that because of this incident. They are also here. The DG of the Department of Education is also here, together with the NEC. SATU is also here. The Office of the Premier has also sent delegations here for counseling, to look into the process of counseling. We have seen community members are also here. And as I speak to you right now, if you have seen the shots earlier. There have been several other ambulances that have also been sent to come and fetch the learners to the nearest hospital, which is Zeerust Hospital. And again, it's really a very sad situation, if I could indicate to you. Everybody's shocked. If you have seen also on social media since yesterday after the incident was reported, it was, people reacted in shock. They have expressed sadness and also shock in social media.
What about the family of the teacher? How are they?
This teacher is from a village called Niha in Ramotshere, just in the border post of Botswana and Motshekga. As I spoke to some of the people there, it is a shock. It is very sad. And also the family members whom I managed to get a chance to speak to them, but off record, they express sadness. It is very distressing to them. They are lacking words. They don't know what to say. It is a shock to everybody.
Bafedile, we're asking our viewers this morning to take part in a conversation about violence in schools. What is the history of that particular school in terms of incidents of violence, specifically between learners and teachers?
Everybody's shocked. The school principal saying, this is shocking. We've never encountered anything like this. But they have also indicated to us, they have just recently conducted a session whereby police were teaching learners and teachers actually about the safety in schools. So now this happens. Everybody is shocked to say, we don't know why, how come. They are lacking with. They can't explain why this has happened.
Well, we hope to speak to you again much later on the show as that conversation unfolds. But we're asking you to talk to us on this very important conversation. Our poll is asking, are schools becoming more dangerous? And also the question we're asking you today is related to that conversation, but 97% of you saying yes, they are becoming more dangerous. Let's look at some of your conversations in this regard. Okay, we'll look at those later on the show. The SABC management met with the leadership